Didn't catch the match because of your location? Proton VPN brings the stadium to you wherever you are. You can access live football, browse securely, and stream buffer-free anywhere in the world. Just click the link below or scan the code for an exclusive offer on Proton VPN today.
Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 3. Back-to-back losses for Ruben Amorim's Man United today. We were really bad today. Really bad, Steph.
We were so poor. But Ruben Amorim, welcome to the Premier League. Or should I say, welcome to Manchester United. This is your team. And I'm kind of glad. Hopefully his eyes have been opened just to how poor we are. I wouldn't have wanted us to start off with, do an ollie and do however many wins on the bounce. I'm glad that he's seeing this for what it is, because we were at home today and it's Nottingham Forest. We should have won. I mean, look, Forest have been a good team this season. They've beaten Liverpool away on the road. I'm not excusing our performance, but they've been all right. But with what you saw from our players today, I mean, calamitous mistakes, no physicality. It was stale, it was stodgy, it was slow, it was honestly lacklustre. We showed it pathetic, if I'm honest, at times. We'll start off on the bad points, and then hopefully we'll try and pull some good ones. We'll pull some good things, because there's some good things, some shining lights. But Martinez, what a horrible game! I think that's his worst game. I've seen him in a Manchester United shirt. I honestly think that was his poorest game, and I'm not just talking about the goal he conceded, where he watched it float past his head. Just his all-round play, his passing wasn't accurate, he was sloppy, he was caught out of position a couple of times. There was one time when Nottingham Forest did a long ball right over the top and he wasn't even paying attention, he wasn't even switched on. Luckily that time he got back in time. But awful from him. I'm just trying to think of players, because I don't think that anyone played particularly well. Agate, I think, played well. But another shocking one, Bruno. Oh my God! Thank God he got subbed off. I was surprised that he got subbed off, because I was
defending him at half time as well, according to the show. Because according to the show, and Owen was like, the chat saying he's playing rubbish, and I said first half I thought he did all right. He wasn't as bad as people say, and then he goes on to do that. But
this is Bruno in a nutshell. We know this about Bruno. The Bruno defenders, they talk about stats, assists, goal involvements, goals, and all of that. But apart from his goal, his passing was shocking. I mean, shocking passing. And we all know that Bruno is susceptible to that. But for every one good pass, it was 15 to 20 bad passes. I don't like that ratio. You're the captain. Have some consistency. And don't you dare, after doing sloppy pass after sloppy pass, don't you dare turn around to your teammates and try and order them, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Set an example yourself. If he was my captain and I was playing in that team, I would laugh at him, honestly. I would say, sort yourself out first.
Onana back into the mistakes today. It was the goal that he let in, the second goal that he let in, felt like Onana of last year, and it really felt like we turned the corner of Onana. And I'm not saying that it hasn't been turned. Hopefully he can get back to not doing that again. But that was the shades of last year straight away. Yeah, awful.
50 shades of Onana. But honestly, and that shade wasn't too good today. However, because I am quite a negative person, I'm trying not to concentrate on him, because I don't necessarily think he was the worst person on the pitch.
No, but in that moment when it's 1-1 and he's tried to gamble, and I just don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. It was back to old Onana. One thing I would say is, where I sit in the stadium, being towards that end of the pitch, or in the I'm near the goal, so for the first half, and he's just like a hype man. I'm not. He gave more energy. It seemed to me that he gave more energy to the back four than Bruno did as a captain. And I'm not saying we should praise Onana for that, because of course he slipped up. But I mean, at the very least, hype man.
At the top end of the pitch, from an attacking sense, we had Garnacho, Højlund out there. Obviously, Bruno was in the 10. We mixed it up after that, trying to get Rashford involved, Xerxes, etc. Yeah. To no avail.
To no avail. Soft, meek. I would call it a meek attacking force. We don't have. It's not conjoined. It's disjointed. And I think we were really sloppy with the final ball. I would say with Højlund as well. I don't want to knock the guy, but it's starting to bother me a little bit that he is not in the right place at the right time. A couple of occasions in this game, like he dropped deep to receive the ball, that's fair enough. But as soon as you drop deep and lay it off to somebody, run forward again and get back in your position, because there was 2 or 3 crosses that he could have been on the end of, and he just wasn't there. So Ahmad's shining light again. He's one of those players. Whenever Ahmad got the ball, everyone was up in their seats. Oh, like, you know, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And obviously, it didn't really come off personally for him today. But I think he did as well as he could have when given the ball.
When you look at our squad and our team, is this just basically very befitting as to what we are to finish off?
Squad's leaving the stadium now.
Sorry. I do think it's very befitting, and what I'm worried about, to be fair, is the players I look at who played well, like Mazraoui played well when he came on.
Yeah.
I think Agate was solid.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get infected by the rest of the team. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But the one thing that I would say, good thing I would say, is that I feel like the players were listening to Amorim when he was telling them, don't just go for the long ball. Harry Maguire did a couple of long balls, but for the most part, we tried to play through the pitch. It didn't come off very well because we were slow with the ball, with the passing, there was no movement. But at least I can kind of understand that the players are trying to listen to Amorim. It was like, keep the ball on the ground, work through midfield. But it just didn't work out.
Go on to City.
Oh.